G'day everyone. Believe it or not, but this is my first attempt of ever making a cheesecake. I know, insane. So I thought I would go through the process with you all on how I made it. So first off the bat is we're going to be zesting 4 lemons. Now, these lemons are a little bit bigger than usual because I got it from the abnormal fruit section, as you will. So I don't know if your grocers have one of those, but if you can find some really big lemons, or if you can at least get, I would say 6 regular lemons, then I would say go for gold. But definitely take advantage of the abnormal section. It's got a lot of really fantastic fruits that you can be able to utilize, even vegetables that just don't meet the standard mark, and why not eat them? They come at a lot of a cheaper price, and you get to enjoy usually a bigger proportion of some delicious fruits and veggies. So you're going to want to zest it as much as heavenly possible. I'm using my microplane here. If you've got one of those box graters, just use the most finest one that you've got possible. You just want to grate it until you get to near the precipice of the white section, because you don't want to get that's the super bitter section. Oh, and here we go for our lemon. I nearly lost that one. All right, so for our lemons, I only used 3 out of the 4 lemons that we had there earlier, so you want to juice that as much as possible. So if you're going for regular lemons, I would say probably 4 instead. Long story short, you're going to be looking at a cup's worth of lemon juice, because we want to make this a super duper lemony, cheesy, delicious cake. So get all of that deliciousness. That looks so good. Alright, and now we're finally done with juicing all of our lemons. Look at that beautiful cup's worth. Alright, now because I'm going to be a little extra, I'm now just going to get all the fibrous bits out. I'm using my little tea sievey thing. I should have really used the bigger sieve because there was so much fibrous. But hey, better luck next time. But the reason why I thought I'll remove this, because I want a very creamy, light, fluffy cheesecake, and I don't feel like that would have worked in our favor. But yeah, get those all out and bam, that is done. Okay, let's move to our base. Now for this one here, I specifically use digestive biscuits because they've got that wheaty graininess to it, and it's also a little bit sweet, which I thought would balance perfectly with the lemon. And I found that with those digestive biscuits, it's very close to what the Americans use. I think it's like a wheat gram, oh gosh, Americans, whatever it's called, just leave it in the comments what it's called again. But yeah, make it into a crumbly consistency, and then you're going to be putting in your butter. I put in 150 grams of butter. I would strongly suggest do not do what I did, because I had to put more biscuits in afterwards. What I would suggest, put 50 grams of melted butter at a time, and then keep blending it until it gets to that consistency that you're really happy with. Otherwise, when you put the biscuits in on top of the stuff, it just doesn't work out nicely. All right, let's get our base done. When I did the base, I actually smushed it all out, and then I actually put it onto the edges. I reckon next time I would just put it on the base, so that way you can primarily focus on just the creamy cheesecakeness. But hey, that is the benefits of trying out a recipe, is that you got to do trials and errors. You've got to make mistakes because you're never going to be able to have a true solution without your mistakes. Let's move over to our batter. Now, just before I forget, for your base, you want to put it in the freezer for 15 minutes, just so that way you can be able to get it nice and solid. So soften up your Philly cheese or cream cheese, because you want to be able to really get all the mixture in. And you're going to put in 1/3 force of caster sugar, cup that is, and you're just going to keep on blending that away. And then all of our lemon zest. So I would say that was probably a solid 3 tablespoons of lemon zest that I use. Now with our eggs, you're going to need 3, and you're just going to put them at 1 at a time, just so that they can blend in properly. So you just go 1 egg, wait, see if it gets smooth. You might need to pop your stand mixer up just to scrape everything a little bit, but with the magic of editing, I've removed those particular scenes because that was kind of boring. And yeah, just keep on whisking away. It's kind of hypnotic watching the little head of the mixer just going bobbing along. Okay, now you're going to put in your cup's worth of lemon juice. Now this is the point for me personally, as this was my first cheesecake where I nearly had a heart attack because it got so liquidy, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to fail with this and it's not going to set. But please be assured, it did come out good. So don't worry if your batter is liquidy. So out comes our freezed up base, and now we're just going to pour in our batter. So just pour that in, and I was so relieved how perfectly I had nailed the actual amount. It just hit the cusp of the side crust. Like, what luck was that? Absolute pure luck. All right, and you're going to just pop that in the oven for up to an hour in a fan force at 140 degrees or regular oven at 160. And yeah, this is how it comes out. It is divine. It is fantastic. I think I should have oiled up the sides a little better because I kind of had some of the crust stick to the sides still. But hey, this is my first time, so who was to know? Okay, now it's on to decoration because I want to make this look pretty. So I'm using my piping bag with the little notches on it just to give it a very textured little vibe. And you're just going to ring that around. So kind of like a, what is that Christmassy thing called? A garland? I think that's what it's called. So yeah, I'm going to go for kind of a cream garland, as you will, and I've used dollop cream, or some people will call it double cream, because I felt like whipped cream with the sugar, it would have been a bit too much, too sugary. I wanted something that would balance and work with the tartness. And then I'm just popping on my strawberries that I've just cut in half, and I'm doing a nice little ring for my decorations, make it look nice and pretty. Doesn't that look gorgeous already? Like the green off the top of the strawberries with the red popping out. Oh, this looks fantastic. I was so proud of myself. You have no idea. And I'm just going to put some blueberries along just to give it a little extra dimension, because I felt like the strawberries just, it didn't quite complete the masterful garland I made. So yeah, I just going to put them around sporadically, but also plant sporadically, if that makes any sense, and make it look nice and pretty. Also, profuse apologies for my little shaky cam moments there. I just noticed them whilst I was recording this, but who cares? And that is it. That is how I made my lemon cheesecake. I thought it was incredibly delicious. It was so light and fluffy and creamy. I would definitely recommend anyone to try this. It was so simple. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and follow. And let me know if you do make this cheesecake as well, because I want to see how yours comes out. Well, bye for now and good luck.